Agave Affair is a tasting event where you can try some of Chicago's most unique collections of tequilas and mezcals.
Rich Cardenas, General Manager of Taboo and Teto Chicago, join us now to take us through a tasting. Congratulations on year 2.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you for having me.
It must be a very popular event. I mean, there's so many tequilas out there right now.
Absolutely. Definitely a good variety that we have showcasing. You have a lot of professionals there, owners and sponsors that will be pouring and explaining pretty much in depth a little bit more about tequila and a little educational as well.
Yeah, because you get the backstory of each one of
Absolutely.
these spirits. So tell us about, you brought 3 for us to try today.
Yes.
Tell us about the 3 that you brought.
So the 3 different ones here are going to be 3 different types actually of spirits as well. You have Sotol, which is a little bit less known.
Okay.
You have Mezcal, and then you have the tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's different, the Mezcal and the tequila are a little bit more also from the agave plant itself, while Sotol is actually a little bit different because it does come from a different plant. It's called Sotol.
Oh.
Yeah, that plant in particular is more of a wild, they let it grow in the wild as opposed to more farming traditional for the tequila and the Mezcal.
And does that one grow as long as the agave plants grow?
Yes, it's not as much as where they have to wait for it to completely ripen, pretty much. But yes, it's kind of the same process as well. They're just completely different plant, different terrains. So that's what differentiates.
Well,
them
since
a
you're
lot.
talking about
Yes.
it, can we try it out?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
so you can't call it a tequila and you can't call it a mezcal, right?
Right, so they're called agaves, but they're specific,
gotcha.
yeah. So it's tequila, mezcal, and then Sotol is what this particular one would be.
Okay.
The brand is Los Magos.
Okay.
For this one, I will start with this one first.
Okay.
So this one here is the brand itself. Los Magos is owned by Juan Pablo, who was actually gracious enough to bring us a bottle this morning. We actually were kind of scurrying. He'll be there. He'll be one of the representatives as well, representing the brand at the Agave Affair for a lot of different professionals, owners, and such. So.
It smells a little like mezcal.
Yes.
Correct. So it's a lot lighter smoke though. So when it comes to the tasting itself, obviously you want to start with 2 different components. One of them is the smell. The other one will be the palate, and then most importantly for me would be the finish, because a lot of people overlook that.
Okay.
They right away through the chaser or the lime, but you're missing the whole fun part, which is the last lingering part at the end.
Okay.
So that's one of the things you kind of want to do with the tasting. They'll kind of go through that as well. But the lingering effect is what you want to look for.
How does this compare, like, with the APV? Is it higher, lower, in the middle with the
It all
tequila and
depends,
the
honestly.
mezcals?
It all depends, honestly, on the proof of it, obviously. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit different as far as the difference.
so-
But it's also different in the brands and then the distilling process and such. So it's going to vary.
This tastes a little sweet.
Yes, so it's a little bit on the sweeter end,
I like that.
definitely. Yeah, it's a lot lighter than mezcal. You got mezcal, you get the smoke from, but that's a lot of more smoke in that. The great thing about Sotol that a lot of people don't realize is that similar to mezcal, but it's got a lot lighter smoke to it, of course.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, then, since we're with the smoke, how about
Let's
we
try the
stick with
smoke.
it?
There you
Yeah.
go. Let's keep going
Yeah.
smoky, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
And what, tell us
brand?
about this one?
So the Del Maguey brand actually is something. It has a ton of different bottles, and each bottle has a different name.
Okay.
It all corresponds to the village in which they make it. So this one in particular is Chichicapa. This one here.
Okay.
Taste of that here.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it smells different for sure.
Right away hit you with
Oh,
the
yeah.
smoke.
So we had
Definitely.
the smell first,
Yes, exactly.
and then now we taste.
So at the very first beginning, you're actually going to get the rawness of the material, the agave or the Sotol, but then afterwards,
This one has a little more of a
Yes.
punch,
Right.
if you will, to
but
it.
you're looking for a little bit more different. So this one has a little bit hint of mint. I don't know if you
does.
catch that.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep, it
so
does.
yes. Anyway, maybe the lingering effect might be a little more citrusy. So
Yes, in the
funny the way
beginning.
it plays with that. Absolutely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Okay, last but not least.
Last is going to be El Tesoro Tequila Blanco. This brand in particular actually won a double gold award. Yeah, in the San Francisco competition, which actually only 10% of the 5,000 participants received that award.
Okay.
Yeah, this one also has a little bit of more of a sweetness. So
Okay.
they're all going to be a little different, but this one in particular will be a little bit on the sweeter side. We did. Nice lingering. And remember, I always wait to that lingering
Yeah.
finish that everybody misses, which is so important
Yeah.
to me.
Oh wow, this one's really nice, very
Absolutely,
smooth.
absolutely.
Oh, wow.
What's the price point on this one?
That one, it ranges, to be honest with you, just on the 3 different brands, and
Okay.
I apologize.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
don't
Okay, I
want
didn't mean to
wrong, but yeah.
catch off guard.
No,
That's
fine,
really
fine.
good. I like that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Definitely.
so let's talk about the event as a whole. What happens when people come? What do they do?
So there's going to be different booths set up, just basically approaching the same thing that we did here, similar, and then the different representative will kind of take you through a little bit more of the brand, just like we did right now.
Yep.
They're also going to have complimentary bites from Taboo, the Taboo Kitchen, passing around just to compliment the agaves and such. But it's more meeting the representative, the people that have a passion for it, that they're going to actually be explaining them more. It's for novices, it's for professionals, it's for people who are experts on tequila. It's actually for everybody. Yeah.
Oh, I like that, and I like the fact that you're learning about the region regions they come from, about
Correct.
the plants, how
Correct.
it's grown.
Absolutely.
That's fascinating.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, Rich, thank you so much. It's this Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m., so make sure to get your tickets at Morgan Manufacturing over on Morgan Street. You can see the social media handles and the website as well. Tickets left, few left.
Yes, still some left. You have 2 days to get it. So
Okay.
yeah, jump right
All right.
away. Yes.
Don't
Fantastic.
linger.